1,000 pairs of these Vionic Suede and mesh walking sneakers have been ordered today. These debuted as this big deal at midnight.
Correct.
Oh
yep.
my gosh, Monica. First of all, looking at Crystal, making her way to the shoe cam, everything about that sneaker is a yes. Yes, I want to wear it. Yes, it looks really cute. Yes, it's going to give you the support that you want. Yes, if you're looking for that walking sneaker because you're on the go and on the move and active, yes to all of those things. $109.98 is our big deal price, $27.50 easy pay, free shipping. So let's go through colors. These I think I can do because there are only 6. So I'll start here in the front with cameo rose.
Yep.
I mean,
So
what a pretty,
right?
blushy, peachy color, cameo rose. It's fashion, but this is a functional sneaker for you to really get some movement going. This is the, let's see, this one is your blue mist. And I'll show you, I mean, look at all the accents along with it.
Pretty.
We're going to talk about the construction of this. I'll spin this around and show you. This one is the cobblestone.
Yes.
And that's
so
a taupey neutral. Yeah. I love that. And I love the pattern that you see in there. And then we also have the black. Here's the black pair. Oh, so sporty.
So much fun.
So cool. And then in the center of our table, I'm going to spin it around so you can see her in the front. The Presley, let's see, there we are. The Presley walking shoe is offered in the color we're calling cream. So tell me about, there's got to be a lot to this. This is
so
amazing.
Fantastic, right? So we always want to bring you a walking shoe that is just for that purpose. When we walk, there's a certain motion our body and our foot does that it does not do when running and doing other activities. So we really want to give you that proper support in a walking shoe. So we start on this phantom unit bottom that we've done that is so fantastic. You see all of those kind of holes. This is going to help with that compression, with all of the flexibility of the shoe in the forefront where you need it. So it looks fun, it looks cool, but it also serves that purpose of the stability. And can we just talk about how all the different soles also just, coordinate with their colors? They're so much fun. I mean, it's a lot of fun. So lots of details in the shoe, right? Both technical and fashion, to your point, Leah. We start with that beautiful patterned mesh upper mixed with the suedes. This is gonna be a slip-on, so it's goring up the front. You're gonna just slide right into this, and it's really gonna hug your foot. So don't worry about security. This really molds to your foot beautifully with that goring detail. And then, of course, you have your little pull tab, and you have that reflective strip that you see all around that not only looks cool, but also serves a purpose if you're, walking the dogs at night, or you like to maybe go out after the sun's down now that summer's coming. Really great little stripe detail here all around the shoe, as well as that painted rand. But the walking sneaker, so important, right? We're all constantly in motion. We're trying to get more steps than ever. The heel toe strike, we give you that EVA midsole that's gonna help with the transition smoothly from that heel to toe. So it's really bringing you all of the benefits. And then, of course, with that insole.
I love it. You'll see it on Crystal and on Anne, and then we're going to pop over to Amy to show you again, because this is the shoe that's designed specifically for walking.
Yes.
Like this is the shoe if you are getting out and moving more, and we should all be doing that. And you're encouraged to do it when you have a great pair of shoes to support you in that. It is our big deal. It has been popular since it debuted at midnight. We typically introduce a big deal at noon.
Right.
We did it at midnight, and already over 1,000 pairs of these shoes have been ordered. So if you are excited about moving and walking and getting out because the sun is shining and it's summertime, yay!
Thank you.
Get yourself into the right supportive sneaker. And I love that I don't have to lace it.
Right.
I love the stretch gore
Work
there.
is done for you.
But as much as it is designed for walking, this is a shoe that's designed for that activity. You saw how cute it looked on Anne and Crystal too. So yeah, if you're just wearing it as your fashion sneaker, good for you.
Yeah, exactly. And you want to be able to do that. Maybe you're going out somewhere in the morning, doing all your walking, and then going straight to lunch or brunch. You want to be able to still look great, and that's the whole goal, right? We're bringing you this fun fashion sneaker, but it's going to give you all of the function you need, as well as the technology that you know and love from Vio Motion technology. So you see here, we're starting with Amy with that funky line again. We're giving her, the opportunity for alignment here, but you can see how everything collapses. That hard, flat surface has the foot just pronating, rolling in, looking for that support, and it really twists everything. So you not only see the ankle in this one, even her knee is out of alignment because it all starts from the ground up. So if I give Amy an adjustment, this is where I'd like her to be. And we see how not only that line comes in, but even the dot we've drawn on her knee, everything starts to straighten out. But without that support, it just collapses into the floor because the support is needed in the arch. She needs the stability in that heel. So I'm gonna take just the insole, which by the way, that top cloth, that moisture control, we've got all of that breathability in the perforated heel. And she's gonna step into this, and immediately we see that heel is now stabilized, holding the foot in the optimal position. She's got all of that arch support here to work with that curve and contour of her foot. And then everything starts to really come into alignment here. So the ankle is no longer in that painful motion that always gets to me. And you can see how everything right up to the knee and beyond really starts to stack one on top of the other because our body is a building block set, right?
It's all connected.
Exactly, all the connections. If our base is off, everything's gonna be off. It's the reason we so often have the little aches and pains everywhere.
And I'll tell you, and if you are like probably wearing a walking sneaker or walking shoe every day, that for a lot of us, that's the go-to. That's your lifestyle shoe.
Right.
Wouldn't you want it to be as supportive as it can be so that every step that you're taking, every minute that you're on your feet during the day, your feet are in the proper alignment and supported as best they can be. So I want to remind you, this is our big deal that is brand new today. 1,200 pairs of the Presley Presley Suede and Mesh walking sneakers have been ordered since it debuted at midnight. And so if you want to make sure you get your color, I'm looking at Ann and Crystal and I'm thinking like, yes, it's the walking shoe. Yes, it's the lifestyle shoe. Yes, it's the supportive shoe. But they perfectly coordinated their outfits.
Yes, so cute.
And it looks so good. So Crystal with that cute little skirt with the ruffle hem and just a simple little sleeveless top. And she could be maybe if she's, meeting her friends and they're gonna, do a little walking before they go and have lunch or have a cup of coffee. If you're traveling and sightseeing and you want to be able to take the tour, you want a walking sneaker. And so look how, her whole look is fantastic, but her feet are supported properly. And I have to say, I love the cool technology that's designed to give it, all the things you described.
Right, that rebound, that's what we want. We want to feel light and springy on our feet.
Yeah.
And that walking motion where your heel hits first, that strike is your heel to toe motion. That is the whole idea behind this beautiful EVA midsole that really helps you feel light and weightless.
Propelling you.
Exactly.
And then Anne with the crop pant, the cute little Americana top, the little sweater thrown over her shoulders. The color she's wearing, that is called Cameo Rose.
So pretty.
Who doesn't want to be the gal wearing that?
Exactly.
that sneaker. So it is, but it's at the end of the day, it is the Vionic technology in the walking shoe that most of us are probably living in, and that's where you want to make sure you're investing in yourself with the best quality possible. So let's show you again what your choices are. And I like that we have both medium and wide width.
Yes, so important in a sneaker.
Up to size 12. And we do have whole and half. That'll include up to 9.5, so order true to size. If you want what's in the center, that's called cream. And it is just that soft creamy ivory, and then with a touch of brown, taupey brown, and then that reflective silver. It just looks so cool and sporty.
It does, it's a fun sneaker.
And then this is called Cobblestone, and that's a nice taupe, earthy neutral.
And I'm seeing so much of that in every kind of like sport wear. It's such a great neutral color. So either the cream or that cobblestone, it's going to work beautifully to everything that's out there in the market.
And I will tell you, this is the look you see people wearing their business suits and office attire with this kind of sneaker.
Absolutely.
Because for a lot of you, you're going to like at lunchtime or in your break, you're going to get out and walk as well as then go back into the office and go up and down the hallway. And so you want a sneaker that does all of it. Here is the black pair. And if you're in the service industry where you're wearing a black shoe.
Yeah, that's a great option for service industry for sure.
And then here's what Anne was wearing. This one's called Cameo Rose.
Pretty.
I know. And then here's what Crystal was wearing. Perfectly matched her little skirt outfit. That's the Blue Mist. So This is our big deal, everybody. And I mean, everything about this, with all of that technology that you described for us, from the orthotic design footbed, all of the features that make it flexible and sturdy, it's still lightweight enough that, like, to look
we don't
at
want a
it.
clunker.
Yeah,
Right.
you might
want a
think,
nice
like,
lightweight
is
shoe.
that a heavy shoe? It's not a heavy shoe. It's
Not
a
at all.
supportive shoe, but it's not a heavy shoe.
Exactly, and we want you to feel really stable in a walking shoe, and that's what this does. When you slip into this, it hugs your foot beautifully. It's got that gore lacing, so you're not doing anything. And I love that. You know, we so often do a lot of hook and loop kind of hidden with the buckle, so you think you're doing the work. This is, again, taking all the work out of it. You're sliding into that, just slipping in, and it's all lined as well with that poly lining, 100%, so that you're going to have that non-friction feel, right? It's going to be smooth against your foot, and it's just bringing all that comfort to the surface.
I mean, look at the padding. And I'll tell you, you know, I was talking about, you know, shoes that I no longer want to wear because I don't want to be teetering and uncomfortable. The same is true of walking shoes and sneakers. Like, if you find that yours wear down because you're not in proper alignment, often the reason that's happening is exactly what Vionic is designed to help with. So take a look at the back of your sneakers. And are they leaning to one side or the other?
Are they starting to look a little thin on the inside? You need to replace those.
$27.50, that's the easy pay. We are very busy on the phone lines for the Presley, the brand new suede and mesh walking sneaker. So let us know what color for you, what size you need. Take advantage of the big deal price and that easy pay with free shipping. It's a 687213. All right, are you ready? Okay, let's do it. Let's bring you our today's special value. So 12